Good day, everybody, and welcome to Metrics video channel. I'm Oleg Ivanov, and let me welcome you today to our Money for Business talk show. Today, as you see, we have another blockchain section, and we're talking about news that are coming out, and apparently we have another project to discuss news about what is happening. As you probably well know, this year is very, very dynamic in terms of how the area of crypto exchanges is developing, trading, referral programs, and so on and so forth. And there's been a lot of talks about how this industry will evolve and where, what new products and tools are going to appear in the market. And today I want to welcome the founder of a very well-known for the industry project called Troy, Kira-san, as the founder or co-founder of one of the co-founders of the project, is here with us today. Kira, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, thank you, hoster. Hey, hello everyone. This is Kira-san, the co-founder of Troy. I'm very happy to be here today. Yeah.
Thank you, Kira. Yeah, it's quite unfortunate that we've spent quite a bit of time to set up the video channel, but apparently, sometimes the devices are not really helping us a lot. But so we'll see Kira with the picture today, but we'll definitely try to do some follow-ups on the talk today. So Kira, thanks again for joining in, and just for our audience, I know you guys, as everybody in blockchain is, you are very distributed across the world, right? Just for now, physically, where you physically at in the moment?
Physically, I work in Beijing, but like as a core team member of Troy Trade, like we are widely spread globally. So we have a team member at Hong Kong and Tokyo, and also we have team members at Silicon Valley. Yeah.
Sweet. Quite practical, I would say, and very, very standard in a way. So tell me once again, Troy is pretty much trying to become one of those prime brokers, but for the crypto space, if I'm getting it right. Trying to stand close on the same level as the interactive brokers, Charles Schwab, and so on and so forth. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. We want to be the prime broker in the crypto asset area. Yeah.
How did you get in the space in the first place?
You mean get into the blockchain industry?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me also add a little bit more about the brief introduction to myself and the background of Troy. Yeah. So prior to Blog VC and Troy Trade, so I'm the Bachelor of Finance in Peking University, and I attended the global MBA program from Tsinghua and MIT University. So I also worked as a trust fund manager of CITIC Trust, and I have expertise in REITs and ABS programs and as alternative asset management. So I first got into the blockchain business as a fund manager running crypto asset management, and later on I started to find the vast demands for prime brokerage service. So that is why, and the starting point, basically why we found the Troy Trade program. Yeah, and so actually, the one thing drawn me into the industry is because the very high price volatility in 2017 of the Bitcoin price. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, after I see a very high price volatility in BTC and other crypto assets, basically at the second half year of 2017, so I thought this is a good time to leave the traditional finance world and to explore a little bit more about what I can do with my expertise in traditional finance world, and I would bring all the knowledge and expertise I have into the crypto world. Yeah.
So you picked the time to get into the crypto winter, huh? Probably would it be the bad timing for you or not?
Yeah, you're correct. And so actually, once I firstly joined Blog VC, and that's basically the February of 2018, and that's exactly the time that the whole market turned into bear market.
Right.
But after I joined Blog VC, in the later half year, so we developed a lot of very very outstanding like asset management products like a BVC16 index fund, and also I run some other like pure alpha fund. So this during the work experience at BroVC, so I found that in the current ecosystem of all the crypto asset world, there is a missing point about like prime broker.
Right. Yeah, looking at your team, honestly, it looks quite impressive. I mean, you have guys from like tons of crypto exchanges and from traditional finance markets and stuff, right? Can you briefly just go over this as well?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So Troy's core team has both like rich experience in traditional finance market and also in blockchain industry. Our leadership were experts from Credit Suisse and also like I'm from Critic Bank. And also we have some experts from like Hobby Global and OKEX, like the top tier crypto exchange in the world. And we share a wide connection with top tier players in the crypto market. So we would absolutely magnify our performance with leveraging extensive strategic partnerships and dynamically taking advantage of the changing market conditions. So as you could see, like in our team, we have a very strong background from the technical side. We have very mature engineer teams that could help us like not only in the trading technology side, but also combining blockchain technology with settlement and clearing protocols we want to build in the future. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So just going down into the whole product that you're building, right? If you look at the area of traditional finance, it's kind of it has become a standard that anybody who is trying to be actively trading on the markets, when we're talking about the American markets and maybe globally as well, you don't really go directly to like Nasdaq or NICE, and all these other exchanges, right? You go through all these not intermediaries but interfaces, right? And the prime brokers, like Interactive Brokers, is probably the largest one. And I mean, you can name quite a few of them there and so on. Now, the reason being, of course, is when you talk, when you look at the at the volumes in this market, apparently you have all the individual investors, but then you have the institutionals, right? And apparently they usually take a larger chunk of the trading volumes and the influence on the market. When we move the same picture and we try to apply it to crypto, would you say that it's pretty much similar in terms of the institutional guys versus the the individuals who are trying to trade at the moment? The sizes are pretty much the same, and there's a place for the prime broker. It's because there's so many like thoughts that probably the service is a bit premature. What would you say about this?
Yeah. So basically, firstly, I want to confirm that based on the data and the experience, like we have been in the market, like our knowledge tells us that it's basically the crypto asset world is like a shed, like basically it's pretty much the 100% same as the traditional secondary market. Yeah, and also like we could see, if we divided the market into two groups, first one is retail investors, second one is institutional investors. Then we will see like in terms of the headcounts in the market, like more than 3/4 out of 4, basically they are retail investors. But in terms of the fund volume and the trading volume, we will begin to see that more than 3/4 out of 4 is actually from institutional investors, which means like if you grab only 25% of the market, which is institutional investors, you will actually grab the business opportunity, which who created more than 70% of the market whole liquidity and trading volumes. So this is basically the same as the traditional finance secondary market world. Yeah, and also institutional grade crypto investors and professional traders need the prime brokerage service to help them with liquidity and execution and cross-exchange settlement, and along with other stuff like account management, risk control module, and financial reporting. So Troy is aimed at to provide crypto brokerage service for institutional grade capital and professional traders with revolutionary trading products aiming to realize the efficient circulation of cryptocurrencies globally.
So if we just try to, go down to the actual problems that we see in the market right now, okay, you have so many exchanges, you have the top tier exchanges that would probably provide the most liquidity. That's probably number one. And of course, it would be great to have one interface to use them all. Secondly, from what I know, again, there are talks that most of the volumes in trade are not going on the exchanges; they're going over OTC, which are sometimes sort of adjacent to the exchanges, to the same exchanges, pretty much. So, would you be touching that area as well or not? And then, in most cases, at least, when we had discussions with lots of projects all over the world, there was always this. Issue of pretty much centralized exchanges who are not making it easy to provide liquidity during hard times when the market is contracting, and you want to pull out capital and move it in between exchanges. And in these situations, usually they have like fallbacks, and they are not allowing you to pull out capital. So how do are these the only problems, or there are some other problems that you could add on to what we just talked, that you see that many traders are witnessing at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. So firstly, to answer your question, like upon the OTC business, so trade trader, of course, will eyes on the OTC market because, as you said, it actually contributes a lot of the trading volumes of all the crypto asset trading. But actually, because OTC trading, sometimes it will involve fiat to crypto trading. And based on the different regulatory frameworks and guidelines, actually global is basically different from countries to countries. So it is very hard.
Yeah, I think we'll cut out for a second. We'll try to reconnect. As we all know, the great Asian firewall sometimes is not working for us. So yeah, while we are getting connected.
Hello, guys.
Yes, hi. Sorry, you were cut out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the connection is back on, right?
Yeah. We're good now. Yeah. So let's just go on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll continue with my last question. So with the OTC market, so because it involves sometimes it would involve the fiat to crypto trading. So there will be different regulatory guidelines and principles from countries to countries. So it is relatively hard to make a universal product that suits all the regulatory policies. So we would like to revisit this OTC market, like after we have done like certain integrated, like in the counter trading products like trade. So after we have made trade stable and mature, so we will begin to wade in the water of the OTC trading market. Yeah, and also as for the like other shortcomings of the current crypto trading world, like from a professional traders as perspective and also institutional traders perspective. We could see a couple points here. So the first one is, as you said, basically we have so many like exchanges in the world, and different exchange have different listing strategies. So all the crypto assets, there is no single exchange that we could trade all crypto assets on.
True.
So basically,
very true. Yes.
So basically now in the altcoin market, like everyone will need to have their account on Binance and on Huobi, on Bittrex, and on other exchanges also. So trade will devote into like building a universal interface like that could like organically combine all the crypto assets across different exchanges, so that you have one account on trade. You could basically freely trading all crypto assets, like across Binance, across Huobi, across Bittrex, across like everything. So this is the first one. The second one is, for now, basically, it is relatively good on Binance and Huobi and other top tier exchange, but actually for most of the altcoins in the market, there has been a very severe like liquidity issue. Like other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, like other than all the major coins, for altcoins they do not have like enough liquidity for traders. Like for traders and for institutional investors, and probably sometimes for the strategic, like primary market investors in the market. So once, like for example, if a investor have their like newly unlocked tokens from one project on Binance, they want to liquidate all the tokens. But if they go to the market, they will find out that actually there is no enough liquidity and buying orders on the market to support the liquidation. So trade has developed basically accordingly, like liquidity providing like strategies, and also we already deployed some like trading algorithm that could help like traders and institutional investors to encounter this problem. And also in the market, we could see for now, like basically the interface of current exchange like Binance and Huobi is compared to the traditional finance market. So it is still not very mature and easy to use. So for now on trade, we will already add on the on-blockchain data, and we will add some more like sophisticated data analytics, and also we will bring on the module of built-in risk control, and we also would add on some other like media, like a media monitor, and also add some other like functions. So by doing that and adding all these functions on, we could like drastically improve the trading experience in the crypto world.
Yeah, now that you're describing it, it actually becomes much clearer. At least for me, that we also run a fund, right? And it's a venture fund, and it's kind of funny that when you talk to your administrators who are there to watch over your activities, to report to our limited partners, right, to our investors, and their issue of understanding is that we as a fund it makes it very difficult to really open 20 institutional accounts on different exchanges, because every time when there is a project that launches, I mean, you invest in the project in an early stage, but then you never know when they would be listing and on which exchange they would be listing their token, right? So sometimes you may have the token, but you might not have the access to the like the corporate access to the exchange yet, and that leaves you with like a lot of issues to actually get to the liquidation position. And then the second thing, of course, is usually the administrators, they need access to the trading desk to make sure that they could see the trading log, right? To make sure that all the trades that you've made are actually the exact ones, and you're not sending just an Excel with some numbers that you wrote by yourself. And apart from the liquidity issue, of course, which is very obvious for pretty much everybody here. So it would be great that you guys roll on and become bigger and bigger on the market. So can you explain also when going through your materials on the website, of course, and just all over in the internet, there's a division between, if I got it right, there's a division between the Troy network and Troy trading. Can you just explain a little bit on that one, please?
Yeah, no problem. So Troy Trade for now is basically a product. Like for now, we could use it with one single account to trade across all like top tier exchanges globally. So this is, in terms of the product experience, it is more like a centralized exchange like Binance, but only like you can open one account on Trade and then trade all different aspects, no matter that asset is listed on Binance or not.
Right.
So this is the phase one trade. And for phase two Troy network, so basically, like because we could see for Binance, like they have already launched their own like decentralized exchange called Binance DEX, and so the Binance DEX actually is a bit although it is not one very successful, but it did like improvise and did improve the overall performance of decentralized exchange for the industry as a whole. So we would like to explore the possibility that we could one day run all the crypto trading and the like data storage and data security, and we run the trading and settlements all on the blockchain layer. We could build a decentralized like trading and settlement protocol in the future. Like we use the blockchain technology to empower the trading technology. So this is why in the phase two we want to build a Troy network that will help us to decentralize the trading and settlement of crypto asset.
I see. And basically integrate all the decentralized part of the crypto world, including the decentralized exchanges, the DeFi projects, right? Like your MakerDAO, Compound, and so on.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Now, apparently the market is not empty, right? So there's also some teams that are trying to build similar products. Who do you regard as your competition?
Yeah, so basically, according to our market research, so for now we picture Caspian and Tagomi could be regarded as our potential competitors.
Caspian and Tagomi, okay.
Yeah. So these two are familiar to Troy, similar to Troy, but not exactly the same. So I could explain a little bit more.
Sure,
so these two competitors are more likely a simply trading tools provider. They provide with users and investors with a tool of basic functions to help solve certain trading problems in certain aspects of a trading process. However, Troy, like we are building right now, is a prime brokerage service provider, and we would deliver a full stack of all life stage solutions on our integrated trading platform to help like our users to achieve operational efficiency. Like you said, like the administrators could see whether like the team has 100% executed the trading the traders as we command, and we would offer margin trading leverage, and also we would offer expert institutional advisory services. So our deep understanding of institutional practice enables like Troy team to offer hands-on solutions to nearly all aspects of trading platforms, including like product strategy, operations, financing, analytics, and technologies and talents. So this is basically the difference between Caspian, Tagomi, and Troy.
Okay, so you basically, it's about, well, number one, more functions from what I get, right? And secondly, moving into the decentralized part eventually to support the decentralized, ecosystem, right?
Yes.
Got it. Right. So can we talk about the listing? I mean, you guys are getting listed on Binance on the 4th of December. Is that right?
Yes. I think the launchpad sale will be conducted on the third day of December. But the trading, when will the trading begin? So for now, we do not have the exact date yet.
Okay, I see. So is that like your traditional IEO, or what? How's this structured, or is this an airdrop, or what's the model there?
Yeah, so this time it is a little bit different from like the traditional Binance launchpad sale. So we of course we will do a fundraising like on Binance launchpad, but this time we add some little airdrops to the sale. So we would totally do a 200,000 US dollar like equivalent worth Choi token like airdrop to all like Binance users who participated in the launchpad sale but didn't get the lottery. So by doing this, we want to help the community and all the users and the investors on Binance to get more familiar with our project, so that one day they may want to have a try on our product.
Sure. Okay. And can you walk me through the numbers? So how much are you raising? What's the valuation? How much did you raise before?
Yeah, of course. So, and also there is one thing I want to state out is that this time, so on Binance, based on the both parties negotiations, so we both agreed that the users and the investors from Chinese mainland will not be able to participate in the launchpad sale. Yeah. Okay. And as for the exact numbers, so this time, the whole project will be valued at 50 million US dollars, and we will be raising like 8% of total supply. The total supply is 10 billion. Total supply is 10 billion Choi token, and we will be raising 8%, and so the US dollar amount raising will be 4 million US dollars.
Okay. So
yeah, and prior to this round of launchpad sale on Binance, we have already raised in our strategic fundraising round. We have raised 8.4 million US dollars already.
Okay, and that was initially it was all equity, right? Or that was tokens as well.
Yeah, but as for the strategic investment round, like all the tokens will have the accordingly lockup period. But as for the launchpad sale part, they are all free. They are all unlocked in the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see. So the strategic round is locked, and the ones that are being sold now on Launchpad, they are unlocked from day one.
Yeah. Only a small portion of the strategic investment part will be unlocked in the beginning.
Can you also just say what are the lockup terms there?
Yeah, of course. So in the beginning, like on the first day of the listing, only 20% of all the strategic investment round will be unlocked, and after 3 months, 30% will be unlocked, and after 6 months, another 20% will be unlocked, and after 9 months, the rest, basically 30%, will be unlocked.
Okay, that makes sense. Right. So I cannot avoid asking this question apparently because everybody who has participated in IEOs or has looked into them, there's always this fear that, and actually some statistics, of course, that a lot of projects, when they get listed, of course, because the liquidity on the tokens is manageable, you see a spike, right, pretty much right away. And then eventually, as the tokens start getting released, especially the longer period, the worse, let's say, the token price gets devalued, right? It just drops like crazy. So the question is, there's always this question, like, what are the projects planning to do with their tokens in terms of supporting the liquidity? I don't know, probably staking algorithms or something else. Anything that you guys have in mind?
Yeah, of course. So because for myself, prior founding trade. So I was also doing relevant work in BlockVC. Mm-hmm. So BlockVC is actually a very big market maker, like in the altcoin market globally. So we have
you guys. You're very good. That's very true.
Yeah. So we have very strong experience in the market. As you said, like what happens with all the So like what happens with all the Binance Launchpad programs after they get listed? So firstly, the liquidity is very abundant and the price performance is good, but with time it escalates, so the price will drop and the liquidity will phase away.
Sure.
So basically, from the team perspective, we always focus on the long-term project development and the healthy growth of our product. So because like for now we designed the Troy token as a utility token that could be used on our Troy Trade platform. So once the business begin to run of Troy Trade, because for now we are still in the test stage, and if you got invitation code, I will send my invitation code to you later, and so you could have a try. Yeah, and since we are now still in the test stage, once we have open test and the official version get online, I guess like we will begin to roll up so many like traders and investors in the market. So all the values we captured from trade will somehow basically be captured in the price of Troy token on Binance. So this is the foundation and the long-term basics of Troy's price performance. So and we have pretty much very good confidence that in the long term Troy token will have a very good price performance. But of course, in the short term and mid term, so there is no guarantee that what will happen on the secondary market. And as you as the BTC and major coins, overall sentiment is quite volatile right now, and the total market sentiment is not very positive. So under this current market situation, what we will do is we will collaborate with the exchange. We will utilize our like marketing and community resources to help to make the listing a smooth and stable one. So we do not want like a huge spike to happen. And also we will collaborate with best in class market makers to help in the secondary market, so that we will all the time provide the best liquidity terms in the market, so that any traders and investors they want to trade our Troy token, they will feel it is very convenient to do so. There will be a very tight spread, and both buying power and both buying orders and selling orders on the order book will be very abundant. So this is what we want to achieve. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Well, again, I totally agree with you that I mean, being the one of the like lead players in Block VC, of course, you guys are one of the best market makers from what we know. And I mean, okay, Troy is, I mean, the thing that you're trying to build with Troy, I mean, part of this thing is, of course, exactly what any other project would love to have, having you, manage this or that asset, right? Liquidity and price stabilization in a way. Of course, you cannot manage it like to the very percentage and fight the market sentiments, because if everybody is bearish or bullish, you cannot revert the trend, right? You pretty much have to follow it anyway. But
yeah, that's correct.
But I totally agree with you in terms of the the business side of the things, right? So if you do have the token that is being used or going to be used within the ecosystem and the actual like the applications and so on, then of course it would all depend on the number of users, the traders, and the who would be pretty much using the token internally, right? Can you probably say a couple of words about how this token will be used within the Troy network and Troy trading platform?
Yes, of course, I'd love to. And also, as you could see, Binance and Binance Coin as a example.
Of course,
so that as you could see, the business of Binance is very successful, and that is why basically Binance Coin always have a very good performance in the market. So back to Troy token. So basically, Troy token could be used to pay for the trading fees and discount on margin lending interest and other services. And also in the future, Troy will be used as the gas on Troy network. Basically, after we finish the development of the Troy decentralized trading and settlement protocol. Yeah, and moreover, Troy will be appreciated due to certain periodic burning events, like we would disclose further information in the future. But basically, at the current situation with Troy Trade platform, so Troy token will function as a native utility token.
Okay.
So yeah, so I would like to explain in details a little bit more. So
Yeah,
like one, Troy token could function as a medium of value circulating as blood in the organic network, and also it provides workload reward of relay network to encourage timely and accurate updating, broadcasting, and synchronizing orders. And also it serves as a relay medium for the exchange of unconventional token trading pairs in ring matching. So this is a little bit deep into the technology side, and also it acts as a trading fee unit when users call up the trading and the settlement functions. So, and also, Troy token will be the means of access to feature in Troy to burn it as a gas fees. And also, it finally, last but not least, it could be used as incentives for broker for introducing broker nodes and to reward brokers for contributing and minting a global ecosystem. So overall, it will be a very very solid like a utility token that could be used in many aspects on Troy Trade platform. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, that looks like it's you're touching on quite a lot of areas where it can be used. So any pretty much final words in terms of where to find you guys, how to subscribe to the Launchpad and get participation. I mean, apparently we'll post links with all our videos for those who are probably not watching us at the moment, but we'll look at the recording. Yeah, how to find you and how to participate.
Yeah. So one thing I want to advertise here is that like every audience and all like users and investors in the industry, like I welcome you guys and invite you to have a try on the Troy Trade. So our website is www at troytrade.com. So let me send the info.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just repeat. So it's Troy Trade, one word, .com. Yes.
Yeah.
So you guys, please follow on, check out what the guys are preparing, and get ready for the listing next week.
Yeah, and also you can follow our Medium and Twitter that you could find out all the community infos on our website. And
Right.
also do not forget to participate in the Binance Launchpad sale next Tuesday and Wednesday, like to participate in the lottery of like investment in Troy token. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. So guys, once again, troytrade.com. In there you will see the links to Medium and Twitter, where the guys are posting all the news and the recent developments. And next Tuesday and Wednesday, there's going to be a launch, well, basically a lottery on Launchpad with an additional airdrop from Troy Network team. So please do not lose this out, and watch out, possibly another star rising.
Yeah.
So Kira, thanks very much for the talk. Our time, unfortunately, is getting close, and it's always a pleasure to discuss things in details. And usually it's not enough time to go deeper in pretty much all of the topics. All the best of luck to you. You and the team apparently will definitely try to support you as much as possible, and I guess see you next week then.
Yeah, thank you, Lex, and thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Thanks. Have a good day.
Yeah, you too.